Count, cause I'm 2 up right now. 2 up right now. Yeah, I'm 2 up. Brown blew up. Copped that new rape on them haters. Threw up. Brother went to jail for them. Told me you up. First time I seen 100 bands, yeah, I grew up. Ooh, on the couches with my shoe up. And we was getting that record label money before they knew us. And we were blowing your budget in the club to the booth up. If your dog fall in your ball hog and get your whole crew up. Ooh, I'm with right now. I got you right now.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go, come on.
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Carry for their fullback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
We got three, fellas. 319.
Now Rodgers. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
51 to Mike, boy. Yeah, Liz. Strong right. No.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Finds his target, Montgomery. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And a gain there of 11 yards. Montgomery back to the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And left side here, it's Graham. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Hey. Hoko, over here.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
Hey, check 26. Gun. Trick that ball. Yeah, Liz.
Now Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner 1st down. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Now a play fake. Garoppolo.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
White. Hey, gun.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back.
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Rodgers to his tight end, Graham, on a big one. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They run it here. Ware. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
That's fine. Yeah.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
We are going.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They come out here in the I.
That's fine, yeah.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he puts it through. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10. They'll run it here with Logan. And he's got room. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. This is Logan. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
6. We got 3, folks. 11.
Garoppolo on first down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
11. White.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Logan. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. 12. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Now the Packers get set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing now is Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Draw play, Rodgers to Montgomery. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Hey, 88.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Hey, check 26. Check 48 for Mike. Check 48 for Mike. Here we go. 58. Hey, check 26.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And that is going to be incomplete. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Raymond now on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Mike Daniels makes the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
11. Wait.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
11. Go ahead.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Muhammad Wilkerson in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
12. Go ahead. Go.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. On 2nd down, Montgomery looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Jump out! Gun! Strong right! Strong right!
Now Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdes-Scantling. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Alert flare.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play.
That's fine.
But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
We are going. Hey, check 26.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll run now with Ware. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Rodgers looking to throw on 2nd down. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So a big spot now for Crosby, but he's been here before. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Crosby puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. He's able to find Wallace. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
12.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And he rifles one incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
11.
To throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Garoppolo, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tremont Williams there to break that one up. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
13. Go ahead. 11.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Logan. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Garoppolo now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
12. Take it, go. White. 21.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
6. Well, now here we go. 13. Go ahead. Check. 12.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. Thomas, the intended target.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Green Bay, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy...
Paranoia got me losing on my Z's all day. Good Lord, mama praying on the knees.